travel with me.
Hey fellow humans, Mina here. Welcome back to another Drive and Talk Bali edition. I'll be running out of Bali videos footage soon, so we'll be back to our regular Korea footage. But until then, enjoy this wonderful view of whatever Bali footage I decide to play. So yeah, welcome back to another book review. This book is Something She's Not Telling Us by Darcy Bell, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure why I bought this book, because I read the blurb like when I was home and I was like, this doesn't look like something I'd be interested in, and you know what, I'm not. Also, I hate the cover. The cover's ugly. I really don't like the cover. But yeah, I don't think this book was meant for me, but I bought it and I read it, so I guess I'll review it. Spoilers ahead, by the way. I still don't like the writing style of this book, and even the time jumps are super confusing, because this book's got a lot of time jumps. It goes from the start, the main thing with the kidnapping, and then it just goes like 6 months before, and then it's just like all over the place, and I didn't really like that. Also, the main character, Charlotte, I really didn't like her. Really didn't like her character. She kind of pissed me off most of the time. I liked Ruth for most of the book, but I don't get why her chapters are in first person, while Charlotte, who seems to be the main MC, is not. And then we get a few Rocco POV chapters, like 130 pages in, and then just a random Vanessa chapter, a character we've never read before and will be gone in the next chapter. So that's really random and weird, and I don't know why that was in there. But yeah, there's a point in the novel where Charlotte gets mad at Eli, her husband, in Mexico for sleeping while Daisy, their daughter, is having an asthma attack. But like, it's not like Eli could have known it was going to happen. Those things could happen at any time, and he can't predict the future. It just makes me not like Charlotte even more. And I get it. She wants his support, but again, he would have helped if he was up. But since he can't predict the future, he went to sleep like any other normal person would do. And I know Charlotte forgives him on like the same page, but still. And only around chapter 24, near the end of the book, did I finally get invested in the story, but just like a little bit. And then I was on Ruth's side this entire time. She's like Rocco, Charlotte's girlfriend. But then we learned she straight up admits that she did take Daisy, and everything she said was actually a lie. And I thought it was going to be some big misunderstanding this whole time, like everything else was, but it turns out that you know, she just lied the whole novel, and she was apparently like, I don't know, delusional. It's like mental health. The character has bad mental health, so that's the problem. Mental health, the bad guy, and I don't like that representation, because just because you have some mental health issues does not make you do those crazy things. I mean, sometimes it does, but like non-mental health people do the things too. But yeah, anyway, I thought, like, again, it was going to be all a misunderstanding, but Ruth had to know you can't just borrow a kid for a day and not have any consequences. All of these characters in the book are just dumb, by the way. And the kidnapping part of the story was the most interesting part, but did we really need chapters upon chapters of backstory on how Ruth and Charlotte got along? I get it plays into the big reveal near the end when we learned that Ruth was actually lying and stuff, but it felt like useless filler. And part 3, where we are finally back to the kidnapping and learn the truth about Ruth, is where the story really needs to be. And then it just ends. Very anticlimactic, if I'm being honest. We don't even learn what will happen to Ruth, though it doesn't take much imagination to guess. Still, the novel was all over the place, and there was few and far exciting bits in between. And honestly, I just, like, the whole book is about, like, Charlotte's daughter is, air quotes, kidnapped. Well, she assumes right away, because Ruth picks her up after school. But, because she's on the approved list of people to pick up her daughter Daisy from school. And then after that whole fiasco, we immediately jump back in time, and then we kind of go back in time, but also into the future, but also back in time, but not really. We don't spend too much time. Like, this whole novel really takes place during one afternoon, and then it's all over the place in back in time, where we, like, I guess, learn about Rocco and Ruth together and all that stuff, like, because Rocco's always dating crazy girls, and she's trying to prove that she's not one of them, and turns out, no, she's the craziest of them all. But I don't know, it just wasn't for me. So honestly, yeah, I don't think the story for me, so take this review with a grain of salt. If you vibe with this, power to you, but I don't think I'll be reading anything else by this author anytime soon. If you haven't read the book, I'm sure this video will be confusing as hell for you, because I'm just kind of rambling about it. But if you have read the book, then let me know in the comments down below if you agree with me, or if you completely disagree with me and you thought it was like the best thing you ever read in the world. Let me know why. I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, that's gonna do it with this week's review / video, which I don't know why I put slash in there, but yeah, anyway. Anywho, that's all I gotta say for now. If you want to keep hearing more about stuff, be sure to follow me in all your favorite socials. Links below. Stay safe and take care. Bye!